Imagine the scene: the gates of a magnificent palace, the soft rustle of leaves carried by a gentle breeze, and a young mother fighting back tears as she watches her daughter walk away. This isn't a frame from a poignant movie. It's a moment from the life of the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton. Recently, William and Kate accompanied their daughter, Princess Charlotte, to a pivotal milestone in her life: her enrollment in an elite boarding school. This bittersweet moment resonated not only within the royal family, but also across Britain and beyond. Why does this moment strike such a chord? Because it encapsulates a universal emotion familiar to every parent: the heartache of parting with a child, even if only temporarily. Separation is a trial for any parent, but for those in the public eye, especially the royal family, every decision, every gesture is scrutinized by millions. Before delving into the details, let's explore this story through the lens of feelings, reflections, and traditions that make it so special. Kate Middleton, often regarded as a model of grace and composure, found herself unable to mask her emotions during this significant event. Reports described how, despite her pride, Kate was visibly moved. And is that surprising? Charlotte, not just a child but a young princess, is taking her first steps toward independence, a journey that promises rigorous discipline and life under constant observation. For parents, letting go of their child symbolizes a bittersweet reality: the recognition that they are growing, slowly stepping out of the protective bubble you've so carefully built for them. It's a dual-edged sword: pride in their independence, coupled with a lingering fear of whether they'll thrive in the vast world ahead. For the royal family, boarding school is more than just an educational institution. It's a foundation for personal growth, a place where discipline is instilled and independence is nurtured. For Princess Charlotte, it's an environment where she'll learn alongside peers from privileged backgrounds, a seemingly natural setting for her, but one laden with immense expectations. Yet, what does it feel like for a child to leave the familiar warmth of home and step into a realm of new faces, strict rules, and an unfamiliar atmosphere? For any child, it's a challenge. But for royal children, such transitions are deemed essential for their future roles. The school chosen for Charlotte is not merely a place of learning, but an institution that shapes character, fosters resilience, and equips students to navigate complex situations. For the royal family, education serves a dual purpose: to impart knowledge and to cultivate the strength needed to shoulder the responsibilities of their station. However, this balance raises a perennial question: how to preserve a child's innocence and joy in childhood while simultaneously preparing them for the weight of expectations placed upon them. Imagine the environment Charlotte is stepping into: sprawling green lawns, stately architecture, and interiors steeped in history, a serene yet inspiring backdrop for education. But beneath this grandeur lies a bustling hub of youthful activity. Here, lessons extend beyond mathematics and literature. They encompass life skills like building friendships, resolving conflicts, and finding one's place in a community. For Charlotte, accustomed to the loving embrace of her family, this shift will be both a test and an opportunity. Her story touches hearts worldwide because it reveals a relatable truth. Even a royal family faces emotions and challenges familiar to parents everywhere. The decision to send Charlotte to boarding school reflects deep contemplation by her parents. Their aim is to provide her with the best opportunities while striving to maintain the semblance of normalcy they cherish as a family. Over the years, William and Kate have shown a commitment to offering their children not only royal privileges but also simple joys: strolling in parks, visiting zoos, and cooking together at home. These moments showcase their efforts to ensure their children grow up not just as heirs to the throne, but as happy, grounded individuals. Sending Charlotte to boarding school represents a significant step back for her parents. enabling her to step forward into her own journey. This is no easy feat for any parent. William, having grown up under the strict discipline of royal protocols, understands the importance of this experience. But as a father, it must be equally hard for him to witness his little girl grow increasingly independent. Every decision made by the royal family is observed and analyzed by millions, and Charlotte's school choice was no exception. From its academic program to its potential impact on Charlotte herself, every detail has been dissected by the media, experts, and royal enthusiasts. But why does this particular decision captivate so many? On one hand, Charlotte's status as a royal guarantees public interest. On the other, this moment resonates with the shared experience of many parents bidding farewell to their children as they embark on new chapters. Whether it's school, university, or adult life. The royal family, symbolizing enduring tradition, must continuously adapt to modern realities. While boarding schools were once mandatory for royal heirs, today such decisions are more nuanced. Some argue Charlotte could have remained closer to home to enjoy a more typical upbringing, while others view this step as a necessary preparation for the significant duties that await her. Opinions are divided, with ordinary families voicing their thoughts on social media. "I know how hard it is to leave your child on their first day of school. Even when you know it's for the best, it's still heartbreaking," one comment reads. Another praises the royals, saying, "Raising strong leaders is vital, and this is the right decision for Charlotte, considering her future role." Even with the best intentions, such choices are never easy for the royal family. Their actions are scrutinized under a magnifying glass, and every expression on Charlotte's face at the school gates is instantly headline material. This raises an important question. What does it mean to parent when your personal experiences are public property? Parting with a child heading off to a new life chapter always stirs a mix of pride, fear, and sadness. But moments like these remind us that children grow to explore the world and discover their potential. Our role as parents is to support them, even if it means taking a step back. For the British monarchy, education has always been pivotal, not just as a means to impart knowledge, but as a foundation for the future of its heirs. While Queen Elizabeth II received her education at home, her children and grandchildren have attended prestigious boarding schools such as Eton and Gordonston. Although this tradition remains, each new generation faces it in their unique way. For Charlotte, growing up as a central figure in the monarchy, schooling away from home will teach her resilience, adaptability, and social finesse, qualities essential for her future. Kate Middleton brings a refreshing perspective to the royal family. Having grown up in a loving yet ordinary household, she strives to instill similar values in her children. In interviews, she has often emphasized the importance of raising emotionally balanced children with empathy and kindness. These principles influence her approach to parenting, reflecting in her commitment to mental health initiatives for children. While Charlotte will grow within the framework of royal traditions, her upbringing seeks to provide her with the freedom to be herself. The monarchy is evolving, and Charlotte's generation will determine its future direction. Her parents, representing a new wave of royals, aim to bridge tradition with modernity, making the institution more approachable and relevant. Already, Charlotte's public appearances reveal a confident, charismatic young girl. Yet, her journey to understanding her role within the royal family has only just begun. This narrative resonates deeply because it mirrors the universal parental experience of letting go. Watching Kate Middleton at the palace gates wiping away a tear evokes a powerful image that strikes a chord with parents everywhere. It's a poignant reminder that, royal or not, we all share the same hopes, fears, and pride for our children. What about you? How have you coped with moments of letting go? Share your stories in the comments, because in sharing we find strength and connection. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the lives of the royal family. See you in the next video. It's no secret that in the world of royalty, every move is scrutinized. Recently, Princess Charlotte was spotted leaving her apartment in Kensington Palace for a new residence at Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. This sudden relocation has sparked widespread curiosity and speculation. Princess Charlotte, known as one of the wealthiest and most famous children globally, has managed to maintain a private and quiet life. Her unexpected departure from Kensington Palace has left many wondering, why did she leave and what could this mean for the royal family? Join us as we uncover the truth behind this move and explore the impact it could have on the monarchy. Princess Charlotte of Wales, granddaughter of King Charles III and the second child of Prince William and Princess Kate, has been captivating the world since her birth on May 2, 2015 at St. Mary's Hospital in London. As the third in line to the throne, Charlotte broke tradition by being the first female royal to retain her position in the line of succession, despite having younger brothers, thanks to the 2013 Succession to the Crown Act. From her earliest public appearances, Charlotte's charming personality and confident demeanor have stolen hearts worldwide. Her radiant smile and playful expressions are a testament to her strength and joy in navigating life under the public eye. Despite her royal title, she remains a relatable child at heart, often seen giggling and interacting warmly with the crowds during family outings. Princess Charlotte's vibrant nature was on full display during the Royal International Air Tattoo, where she effortlessly engaged with the crowd, waving enthusiastically and spreading cheer. Her playful spirit is often balanced by her respectful and poised demeanor, making her a favorite among royal enthusiasts. Charlotte shares a particularly close bond with her mother, Princess Kate. In a touching video shared by the Princess of Wales, the family is seen enjoying a walk together, with Kate holding Charlotte's hand. During this heartfelt moment, Kate remarked on the unpredictable nature of life, emphasizing the importance of resilience and family bonds amidst the challenges of royal responsibilities. This focus on creating strong family connections may hint at the reasons behind Charlotte's move from Kensington Palace, a desire to shield her from the intense pressures of royal life and offer a more grounded upbringing. From the day of her birth, Princess Charlotte has been a central figure in royal celebrations. Her arrival was marked with global fanfare, including gun salutes, celebratory lights, and enthusiastic crowds outside St. Mary's Hospital. She was named Charlotte Elizabeth Diana Davis, a tribute to her grandfather King Charles II, great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, and grandmother Princess Diana. Her resemblance to Queen Elizabeth II has earned her the affectionate nickname Mini Queen. As she grew, Charlotte's lively personality became evident in her interactions with family members, especially her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. She often takes on a caring, protective role, guiding her younger brother Louis during royal events with tenderness. Charlotte's charisma and confidence have added a modern touch to the monarchy. At Trooping the Color, she has often delighted crowds with her cheeky expressions and playful gestures, including the memorable moment in 2019 when she stuck out her tongue during a parade, showcasing her carefree spirit. In 2022, Charlotte attended her first solo royal outing at just 7 years old, accompanying her parents to a swim meet at the Commonwealth Games. Her growing involvement in public engagements highlights her preparation for the responsibilities that come with her royal title. The decision to move to Adelaide Cottage may stem from a desire to offer Charlotte a more private and stable environment, away from the rigid protocols of palace life. It could also signify a broader effort by the royal family to modernize their approach to parenting, prioritizing emotional well-being over tradition. As Princess Charlotte continues to grow, her journey will undoubtedly shape the future of the royal family. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the reasons behind her move and what it means for the monarchy. On a special occasion, Princess Charlotte joined her mother, the Countess of Wessex, donning a striped dress with her hair styled neatly in braided pigtails. Her cheerful demeanor, as she laughed and smiled among the spectators, highlighted her vibrant personality. Sitting beside her mother, Charlotte eagerly absorbed explanations about various games, showcasing the strong bond between them. Later, she stood by her father, Prince William, as they delivered a heartfelt message, wishing England's women's soccer team good luck in the 2022 Women's Euro Finals against Germany. Despite their royal responsibilities, Prince William and Catherine are dedicated to giving Charlotte and her siblings a balanced upbringing. They strive to ensure their children experience a sense of normalcy, while instilling values of kindness, humility, and service, qualities that will prepare them for their unique roles within the monarchy. The education of a royal is no casual affair, and Princess Charlotte's academic journey reflects this. Her schooling has been meticulously planned to provide her with a well-rounded education. Early education at Wilcox Nursery School. At just 2 years old, Princess Charlotte began her formal education in early 2018 at Wilcox Nursery School. This private institution, located near Kensington Palace, offered a structured yet playful environment to develop early literacy and numeracy skills. The school's emphasis on fun, interactive learning made it an ideal first step for Charlotte. Tuition ranged from $9,150 to $11,200 annually. On her first day, she wore a burgundy wool coat, matching tights, shoes, and a red bow. A look that captured hearts everywhere. Joining Thomas's Battersea. In 2019, at the age of 4, Princess Charlotte joined her older brother Prince George at Thomas's Battersea, a preparatory school known for its focus on empathy, tradition, and modern skills. The curriculum included French, computing, music, drama, and ballet, aligning with the family's values of compassion and preparedness for future roles. On her first day, she looked adorable in her navy blue uniform, although she appeared shy, clutching her mother's hand, a rare moment for the usually confident princess. Transition to Lambridge School. In 2022, Charlotte, along with her brothers, transitioned to Lambrook, an independent preparatory school in Berkshire. This move followed the family's relocation to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. The school's curriculum continues to nurture her academic and personal growth, ensuring she is well prepared for the future. Princess Charlotte's influence extends beyond her royal duties, earning her a reputation as a young style icon. Dubbed the Princess Charlotte effect, her public appearances often cause a surge in demand for the items she wears, from clothing to accessories and even toys. For instance, baby shawl craze. After her first public appearance swaddled in a 68 shawl, the manufacturer experienced overwhelming demand, with 1,000,000 visitors to their website from 183 countries. Floral dresses frenzy. Spanish brand M&H saw their floral dresses sell out after Charlotte was spotted wearing them. The brand even expanded to e-commerce to meet international demand. Pink cardigans and booties. Retailers reported skyrocketing sales of pink cardigans and booties after Charlotte was seen wearing similar items. Her influence is estimated to contribute over $303 billion to the UK economy throughout her lifetime, demonstrating her unparalleled impact even as a child. Princess Charlotte bid farewell to Kensington Palace as her family moved to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. This relocation was driven by two key factors. Proximity to school. Lambrook School, where Charlotte and her brothers now study, is closer to their new home. The move allows for a more convenient and less disruptive routine. Time with Queen Elizabeth II. Prince William sought to be closer to his grandmother during her final days. The move also strengthened family ties and aligned with the evolving roles of William and Catherine as they prepared for their future responsibilities. As Princess Charlotte grows, her role in the royal family will undoubtedly evolve. With her charm, confidence, and the guidance of her family, she is poised to bring a new generation's values to the monarchy. Her education, coupled with her natural charisma, positions her as a symbol of continuity and modernity within the royal family. Whether as a public figure or a private individual, Princess Charlotte's journey is one to watch. The coronation of King Charles III was envisioned as a grand celebration of royal tradition and unity. However, it took an unexpected turn when Princess Charlotte became the focus of a moment that no one had foreseen. As the historic ceremony unfolded, an incident involving Queen Camilla and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, caught everyone's attention. Camilla's public scolding of Catherine stunned onlookers, but it was Charlotte's poised and decisive reaction that truly stole the spotlight, reshaping the narrative for the royal family. Held in the majestic Westminster Abbey, the coronation blended centuries-old tradition with a modern flair. This historic occasion marked Charles's long-awaited ascension to the throne after decades as heir apparent. Dignitaries from around the world gathered beneath the Abbey's soaring arches, underscoring the monarchy's enduring global significance. Golden regalia shimmered in the candlelight as choral hymns filled the air, creating a scene reminiscent of a bygone era. Outside, the streets of London thronged with cheering crowds, their enthusiasm resonating even within the Abbey's walls. The Prince and Princess of Wales, accompanied by their 3 children, the Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, undertook the royal procession. Each child played a significant role. George served as one of the king's pages of honor, Charlotte captivated observers with her quiet grace, and even young Louis maintained the solemnity of the occasion. Yet beneath this carefully choreographed display of unity, unspoken tensions simmered, hinting at the unresolved discord that has plagued the royal family in recent years. Queen Camilla, crowned alongside King Charles, played a central role in the ceremony, a position that some within the royal household had not entirely embraced. From the outset, the tension between Camilla and Catherine was palpable. Royal insiders whispered about a shifting power dynamic as Camilla rose to prominence. Catherine, once viewed as the future matriarch of the family, appeared to tread carefully in her evolving role alongside the new queen consort. Their interactions were marked by fleeting glances and terse exchanges, hinting at underlying friction. A particularly striking moment occurred as the royal family moved to their seats. Observers noted the physical distance maintained between Camilla and Catherine, a subtle but telling indicator of the emotional chasm between them. Amid this strained atmosphere, Princess Charlotte emerged as an unexpected focal point. While the day belonged to King Charles, Charlotte's quiet defiance would soon make headlines. The tension peaked during a solemn moment in the ceremony, when King Charles was seated on the throne. Lip readers and keen observers caught Camilla allegedly reprimanding Catherine, gesturing subtly toward Princess Charlotte and instructing her to take her. The moment, though fleeting, hinted at a deeper power struggle unfolding behind the Abbey's vaulted ceilings. Catherine responded with measured composure, gently redirecting Charlotte's attention, but a flicker of tension in her eyes betrayed the strain of the interaction. Charlotte, however, displayed a maturity beyond her years. Rather than retreating, she straightened her posture and gazed forward with quiet determination. As the ceremony progressed, Charlotte locked eyes with Camilla in a moment that spoke volumes. Lip readers speculated that Charlotte whispered to her mother, "It's fine, Mommy." Later, during a pivotal part of the ceremony, Charlotte made a deliberate statement. As the family prepared to bow to the king, she reportedly told her mother, "I'll do it, but not for her," pointedly refraining from acknowledging Camilla in her bow. This subtle act of defiance rippled through Westminster Abbey, leaving attendees and observers stunned. What might have been dismissed as a child's hesitation was widely interpreted as a deliberate statement. Senior diplomats and historians noted the extraordinary awareness and composure Charlotte demonstrated for an 8-year-old. Her quiet act of rebellion became the day's defining moment, overshadowing even the grandeur of the coronation. Camilla's reaction was equally telling. Startled by Charlotte's refusal to bow, the queen consort's confident demeanor faltered. She glanced toward Catherine, perhaps expecting intervention, but none came. Instead, Catherine placed a reassuring hand on Charlotte's shoulder, silently signaling her approval. Prince William, seated nearby, appeared momentarily distracted, but quickly resumed his stoic royal composure. Charlotte's actions captivated royal observers and the public alike. Commentators praised her as a symbol of emerging strength within the monarchy. "Charlotte didn't just react to the moment, she owned it," one royal correspondent wrote. Footage of her poised defiance circulated widely, sparking debates about her future role within the royal family. As the spare to her brother George, Charlotte occupies a unique position, often overshadowed, yet carrying her own significance. Her ability to navigate these dynamics with grace suggests she is carving a distinct path, one that balances tradition with individuality. The coronation, a showcase of centuries-old customs, unexpectedly became a stage for modern royal drama. Charlotte's quiet yet bold actions reframed the day, proving that even the youngest members of the family can influence its legacy. As the royal family looks to the future, Charlotte's poise and confidence stand as a testament to her potential to redefine what it means to be a royal in the modern era. Princess Charlotte's defiance during King Charles III's coronation was not merely a personal reaction, but a reflection of her growing awareness of her role within the royal family. Her ability to stand assertively, even under intense public scrutiny, is a testament to the confidence instilled in her by her mother, Princess Catherine. As the Princess of Wales, Catherine has been instrumental in nurturing Charlotte's self-assurance, adopting a modern approach to parenting that prioritizes emotional connection and open communication, qualities often at odds with traditional royal norms. Charlotte's relationship with Queen Camilla, however, appears less defined. While they have shared cordial moments in public, such as during King Charles's 70th birthday celebrations, their bond lacks the warmth typically associated with grandparent-grandchild relationships. This distance, shaped by Camilla's late integration into the royal fold, likely influenced the dynamics at play during the coronation. Catherine's composed response during the ceremony demonstrated her remarkable ability to balance tradition with her role as a mother. When Camilla's scolding seemed to challenge Charlotte, Catherine subtly reassured her daughter without undermining her assertiveness. This delicate approach showcased Catherine's skill in navigating complex family dynamics while upholding royal protocol. Historically, Catherine's position within the royal family has been complicated by her proximity to both King Charles and Queen Camilla. As the wife of the heir to the throne, she represents the monarchy's future, a role that some insiders believe has occasionally caused friction with Camilla, who spent years solidifying her place within the institution. The coronation provided a microcosm of these dynamics. Catherine's quiet resilience contrasted with Camilla's more assertive demeanor. Camilla, who has worked tirelessly to earn public acceptance as queen consort, faces ongoing challenges in managing relationships within the royal household, including her interactions with Catherine and the younger generation. Camilla's rise to prominence has been met with mixed reactions, particularly from William and Catherine, who have made efforts to preserve Princess Diana's legacy for their children. This focus inevitably influences their relationship with Camilla, whose role remains contentious for many. These tensions came to light during the coronation, as subtle shifts in demeanor among key players underscored the complex interplay of authority, tradition, and family bonds. For Charlotte, her poised yet defiant response marked a significant moment in her emergence as a young royal. Her actions were not impulsive, but a deliberate statement, reflecting maturity and confidence far beyond her years. Catherine, meanwhile, reinforced her role as a stabilizing force within the royal family, skillfully protecting her daughter's confidence while maintaining respect for royal protocol. Camilla, however, faced renewed scrutiny. The incident reignited debates about her authority as queen consort, with critics viewing her rise as emblematic of a monarchy resistant to change. For some, Charlotte's defiance was seen as a repudiation of Camilla's authority, a reminder that respect within the royal family must be earned. As the royal family navigates a new era, moments like these highlight the evolving dynamics within the institution. Catherine's modern approach to motherhood and her ability to manage familial complexities position her as a beloved and pivotal figure in the monarchy's future. For Charlotte, her actions have established her as a young royal to watch, signaling her potential to shape the monarchy in the years to come. Camilla meanwhile faces challenges in solidifying her authority without alienating key family members. The coronation underscored her delicate position within the royal family, where relationships are as much shaped by history as by the present. Ultimately, the event served as a powerful reminder of the ongoing balancing act required to maintain unity and relevance in an ever-changing world. Princess Charlotte has been a cherished member of the British royal family since the day she was born. Arriving on May 2, 2015, her introduction to the world in front of St. Mary's Hospital in London marked the beginning of a new chapter in royal history. From that moment, her confident and lively demeanor captivated fans of the royal family. Recently, Prince William shared an endearing secret about Charlotte that surprised many. From her early days, Charlotte's life, much like her brothers George and Louis, unfolded under public scrutiny. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, now the Prince and Princess of Wales, enchanted the world with their fairy tale wedding in 2011. Their growing family welcomed 3 children, all of whom have managed to lead relatively normal lives despite their royal status. The announcement of Charlotte's name was a memorable event, greeted with excitement. Her arrival had been highly anticipated since September 2014, when news of Catherine Middleton's pregnancy was made public. The public's reaction was overwhelmingly positive, though Catherine faced her share of challenges, including a severe form of morning sickness known as hyperemesis gravidarum. This condition required medical care, and for a time she rested at Kensington Palace. Prince Charles, eagerly awaiting the birth of his second grandchild, had expressed his hope for a grandchild. His wish was granted when Charlotte arrived at 8:34 a.m. on May 2, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital, the same location where her older brother George had been born. The United Kingdom celebrated her birth with pink-lit landmarks and gun salutes in London. 2 days later, her name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, was revealed, a heartfelt tribute to her grandfather Charles, her great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth Diana, and her late grandmother, Princess Diana. Charlotte's christening on July 4, 2015, at the Church of St. Mary Magdalene in Sandringham was another significant family event. The venue held special meaning, as it was the same church where Princess Diana had been baptized. This emotional tribute was just one of the many ways the royal family has honored Diana's memory. In her early years, Charlotte lived with her family in the peaceful Norfolk countryside at Anber Hall. This rural setting allowed her parents to raise their children away from the spotlight. However, in 2017, the family moved back to Kensington Palace in London, where Charlotte's life became a blend of private family moments and carefully managed public appearances. In January 2018, Charlotte began attending Wilcox Nursery School. Her first day was marked by adorable photos taken by Catherine, who has a talent for capturing intimate family moments. By September 2019, Charlotte joined her brother George at Thomas's Battersea School, where she was affectionately known as Charlotte Cambridge. The school years provided her with a blend of royal childhood experiences and the responsibilities that come with royal life. In 2022, following the family's move to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, Charlotte and her brothers began attending Lambrook School, an independent preparatory school in Berkshire. This transition offered the family a more tranquil environment, while keeping them close to their royal duties in London. From an early age, Charlotte showcased a unique personality, characterized by confidence and charm. Whether at royal events or in more casual settings, she often stole the spotlight. Her natural ease in front of the camera and her playful interactions with her siblings endeared her to the public. In one notable instance, during Prince Louis's christening in 2018, Charlotte's assertive demeanor was evident when she sternly told photographers they weren't invited. Charlotte's playful spirit has provided many memorable moments. During the King's Cup Regatta in 2019, she cheekily stuck out her tongue at the crowd, sparking laughter and showing her mischievous side. Similarly, at a Christmas walkabout in 2023, her expressive looks made it clear she wasn't interested in the attention of photographers. Despite her playful antics, Charlotte has also displayed a strong sense of leadership and composure. During the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, Charlotte was seen guiding her older brother George, a moment that demonstrated her maturity and ability to step up when needed. Her determination was further evident at the 2019 Christmas service, where she fiercely protected a bouquet of flowers she'd been given, refusing to let anyone take them away. Charlotte's expressions often draw comparisons to her grandmother Diana, known for her poignant glances. During King Charles's coronation, Charlotte's pouty look became a topic of discussion, with many noting her striking resemblance to Diana's nonverbal communication style. Her expressive nature has made her a favorite subject during public events, adding a relatable touch to her royal image. Yearly traditions, like the Trooping the Color Parade, have become an opportunity for Charlotte to showcase her personality. Her exaggerated reactions to the loud flyovers have become a charming part of the celebration. Even in formal settings, Charlotte remains true to herself, balancing her royal responsibilities with a sense of individuality. Charlotte's quick wit was on full display during an event at Cardiff Castle, where she confidently conducted an orchestra performing "We Don't Talk About Bruno" from the movie Encanto. Her self-assured demeanor and natural charisma made the moment unforgettable. Charlotte's bond with her family is evident in their interactions. During the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, she demonstrated her ability to influence her older brother George, ensuring she got the seat she wanted next to their father, Prince William. Her satisfied smile afterward spoke volumes about her determination and charm. Not all of Charlotte's moments are about cheeky defiance or boundary setting. Her playful and spontaneous nature often shines through. At her Aunt Pippa Middleton's wedding, Charlotte delighted guests by pulling faces and sticking out her tongue. In 2016, at a party for military families, she found immense joy in playing with balloons, a reminder of her innocence and childlike wonder. As Charlotte grows, she continues to blend royal elegance with the carefree spirit of childhood. Her journey from a curious toddler to a confident young girl has been filled with milestones that showcase her unique personality and charm. The world watches with interest as she carves out her place in royal history, embodying a mix of tradition and modernity that defines the next generation of the British monarchy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. We truly value your opinion. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next episode. In the hushed classroom, the air was heavy with the quiet sounds of pencils scratching on paper. The clock ticked steadily, counting down the final moments of the history test. Princess Charlotte sat poised at her desk, her eyes fixed on the sheet before her. One question stood out. In which year did World War I begin? This was the last test before the nationwide junior essay competition, an event she had competed in every year since she learned to read and write. Around her, other students were engrossed in their work. Some breezed through the questions, while others paused, chewing on pens in forced concentration. For most, it was just another test, another routine challenge of school life. But for Charlotte, it carried extra weight. She knew her performance would be scrutinized more than anyone else's. Mediocrity was not an option for royalty. As her eyes scanned the multiple-choice answers, her hand tightened around her pencil. The options were neatly listed, but the first one was glaringly incorrect. The year was several years off. Her heart skipped a beat as she reviewed the other choices. They all had the same mistake. Charlotte bit her lip, her mind racing. She knew the correct answer, of course. She also knew the consequences of letting an error like this go unnoticed. She shifted in her seat, glancing around. James Fitzgerald sat a few rows away, scribbling furiously, seemingly unaware of the error. Should she say something? Speaking up would draw attention to her, and the weight of her royal title pressed heavily on her shoulders. Being royalty meant always being perfect. Her hand trembled slightly as she lowered her pencil and raised her hand. "Yes, Charlotte?" Mr. Thompson, the teacher, looked up from his notes, his expression a mix of curiosity and mild amusement. "Sir, I believe there's an error on the test," Charlotte said, striving to keep her voice steady. "The years for World War I are incorrect." A hush fell over the room. All eyes turned to Charlotte. Her classmates exchanged glances, some frozen in their seats. James raised an eyebrow, visibly irritated. Mr. Thompson's face shifted from amusement to a subtle frown. "Are you sure, Charlotte? Perhaps you're mistaken. We can review it later." Charlotte's resolve hardened. "No, sir, I'm certain. The year is wrong." The tension in the room was palpable. Whispers broke out among the students. James muttered under his breath. "Smarty Pants strikes again. Thinks she knows everything." Ellie Parker, Charlotte's friend, shot back. "And what if she's right, James? That could mean other questions are wrong, too." "Enough!" Mr. Thompson's voice cut through the murmurs. He looked back at Charlotte, his tone uncertain. "We'll check it after class. Please, continue with your test." But Charlotte wasn't ready to let it go. "The correct year is 1914, sir, not 1913 or any of the other years listed." Mr. Thompson regarded her for a moment before sighing. "Very well, everyone, finish your tests. We'll review the matter later." The murmurs subsided, but the room felt charged. Charlotte returned to her test, her focus scattered. When the bell finally rang, she gathered her things, avoiding the lingering stares of her classmates. James didn't speak, but his pointed look as he left said enough. Outside, the sunlight bathed the courtyard, but Charlotte felt none of its warmth. She found a secluded bench and sat down, replaying the scene in her mind. Had she done the right thing? Mr. Thompson's reaction gave her little reassurance. She had felt confident at the moment, but doubt was beginning to creep in. What if this caused trouble? What if her parents were disappointed? Her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of footsteps approaching. Ellie walked over and sat beside Charlotte, her gaze soft and understanding. "Are you okay?" she asked, her voice gentle but laced with concern. Charlotte sighed, leaning back against the bench. "I don't know, Ellie. I'm not sure I should have said anything. What if they think I'm trying to make a scene? Or that I'm just showing off?" She looked over at Ellie, her eyes searching for reassurance. Ellie gave her a warm, reassuring smile, the kind that always chased away Charlotte's doubts. Ellie was a bright and spirited young woman, beautiful and full of charm. Unlike Charlotte, Ellie hadn't grown up surrounded by privilege, but that never mattered to their friendship. Ellie had known Charlotte for years and admired her for her intelligence and kindness. To Ellie, Charlotte wasn't just a princess, she was a person trying to find her place in the world. Ellie had often been Charlotte's anchor, offering comfort, acceptance, and a friendship free of judgment. She also served as an escape from the pressures of royal life and as an excellent study partner. Together they aced their classes and won competitions, forming a dynamic duo that was the envy of rival schools. "You did the right thing, Charlotte," Ellie said, her voice steady. "The test was wrong, and you corrected it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being honest." Her words were simple but profound, and Charlotte clung to them. "But what about everyone else?" Charlotte asked, her voice tinged with worry. "What if they don't think it's about honesty? What if they think I'm just trying to show off?" Ellie shrugged lightly, her tone serious but supportive. "Who cares? You did what was right. If they can't see that, that's their problem. She nudged Charlotte playfully. And you know what? I think they respect you for it. Not everyone has the courage to call out a mistake, especially to a teacher. Charlotte exhaled, realizing she'd been holding her breath. Ellie's words, as always, made her feel lighter. Maybe Ellie was right. This wasn't about looking good. It was about doing the right thing, even if not everyone understood. The bell rang, signaling the end of their break. As they stood to return to class, Charlotte felt a renewed sense of determination. She couldn't change what had already happened, but she could walk forward with her head held high. When they arrived for their history lesson, the atmosphere was different. Mr. Thompson had gone to the headmaster to discuss the error Charlotte had pointed out. As the class settled in, the headmaster himself walked in. He was a tall man with a stern face, but his gaze softened with respect as it landed on Charlotte. "Class," he began, his voice calm but authoritative. "I'd like to address an oversight in today's test. Princess Charlotte identified an error in the dates for World War I, and she was correct. I commend her for her attention to detail and her courage to speak up." The room fell silent. Charlotte felt heat rise to her cheeks, but she didn't look down. This moment wasn't about seeking validation. It was about standing up for what was right. Then, softly at first, clapping began from the back of the room. The applause grew louder as more students joined in, until the entire class was on their feet, clapping and cheering for her. It wasn't just the correction they were applauding, it was the bravery it took to speak out, to challenge authority when necessary. Charlotte stood there, caught between pride and surprise. This wasn't the reaction she had expected. She had braced herself for reprimands or ridicule, but instead she was receiving respect. As the applause faded, Charlotte felt a smile spread across her face. The weight of her earlier doubts lifted. She had done the right thing, and that was all that mattered. The school day came to an end, and as Charlotte walked out of the building with Ellie by her side, she felt lighter. The storm of uncertainty had passed, leaving behind a calm resolve. Later that evening, back at Kensington Palace, Charlotte sat by her window, gazing out at the twinkling lights of the city. Her parents entered her room, their expressions warm. "Well done, Charlotte," her mother, Kate, said with pride. "You did the right thing," her father, Prince William, added, his voice brimming with approval. "Of course I knew," William said with a playful smile. "I hear everything about my little eaglet." Charlotte smiled, her heart swelling with gratitude. It wasn't about the applause or the recognition, it was about knowing she had stood up for something important. For the first time, she felt her role as a princess meant more than just wearing a crown. It meant standing for truth and challenging norms, even when it wasn't easy. In the days that followed, Charlotte threw herself into preparing for the junior essay competition. Inspired by recent events, she decided to write about how teachers' mistakes could affect students and the importance of mutual understanding in education. As she worked in the library with Ellie, she paused to share her thoughts. "Do you think my essay title is too long?" she asked. Ellie smiled knowingly. "Creativity isn't about right or wrong, long or short. If it feels right, then it is." Charlotte laughed softly, feeling grateful once again for her wise and supportive friend. Together they continued their work, and Charlotte realized something profound. True leadership wasn't about perfection. It was about courage, integrity, and staying true to one's values. What do you think about Charlotte's decision to speak up? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that inspire bravery and integrity.